Good Friday morning. Douglas Realty and DCA Family of Businesses here. Greg here with our Finish Strong Friday end of week recap for August 28th, 2026. So a lot to go over and unpack for this week. Took last week off and lots to share with you guys this week. So with no further ado, let's get started. We lost the national treasure this week in Dolly Parton. So put a little thing on the email this week about remembering Dolly Parton. There's a quote in there, and obviously far beyond her musical legacy and the things that she did, her philanthropic efforts should be looked at, admired, emulated. The work that she did with the Imagination Library was amazing. So I put a link in there if you're not familiar, check it out. But we'll certainly miss Dolly Parton, like I said, national treasure, one of my favorite people. We got rate watch going on. Rates pretty much are pretty sticky. They haven't changed much. No big deal. It's what we've been dealing with for a while. The consumer should be getting used to where the rates are right now. So we're still mid sixes on that. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac. Um, a little information on that. Check in with your coastline mortgage lenders and ask any questions if you're looking for down payment assistance programs or any specific program in general. Reach out to your preferred coastline mortgage lender and see what they have going on. Excuse me. All right, moving on. We do all of our every week. We do the cohort regions, track what we're looking at in the markets, see what's going on statistically around our ecosystem here. We've got the cohort regions as we normally do. Yeah, Central Maryland, DMV, Southern Maryland, Southern and Central PA, Virginia, Northern Virginia, Maryland's Eastern Shore, Delaware, and Ocean City beaches, and of course our Florida cohort region as well. We are going to start or announce next week when our Florida cohort check-in begins. It'll happen in September. We have a school drive going on, mainly taking place in the Towson Timonium office for the Misfits School Drive. So there's a thing to donate, Amazon wish list link in there as well that you can still donate. I think we're still taking donations through September 4th for that. So please, if you can help out, any little way would help. A lot of the kids going back to school that don't have the wherewithal to provide for that. So we're trying to fill the backpacks and get the school supplies out to the kids. So great effort out there. That good job, Lisa. Lisa Hoover's running that initiative. So kudos to Lisa. Fresh start fall. It's kind of the intention of this week's email draft. We have lots of trainings on tap for September 2nd. We have a meet and greet with Renovation Real Estate. Come out. There'll be coffee and pastries. Meet Sean Holden, the owner of Renovation Real Estate, also a Douglas Realty agent as well, longtime friend of mine. So check it out. They do a great job for renovations in the preparation phase for the house. We have Sonia Graham is doing the Foundations of Real Estate University. That takes place September 8th, 10th, 12th, and the 17th as well. So save your seat on that. GBBR annual general meeting, we've highlighted that. Maryland Realtors Legal Forum webinar, I believe that's happening September 16th. So make sure you check that out. We know this time of year we always have updates to our form sets. So the legal team over at Maryland Realtors will be cluing us in on what the changes are for that. We're doing the Reactivate Coaching Cohort Realtor Reset with Jim Crowder Coaching, kicking that back off again September 22nd, 9 a.m. here at the office at Douglas. So make sure that you get on board for that. I think it's going to be great. It's going to dovetail nicely with all the things we're doing with Reactivate 2026, leading into our strap and business planning sessions in October and November. So lots of business planning training coming up as well. At the end of the month, we have beekeeper accounting that will be pushing out to you guys as well. Of course, Transaction Plus, our transaction coordination program from contract to close, post-close stewardship, $499 per file. running a special half off in September for $250. So check that out. Brittany and Lovely are taking the lead on our Transaction Plus, doing a great job with that. So it's all about leverage. Treat your business like a business. That's what we're preaching here. So reach out, and the post-close stewardship is a great opportunity for you to stay top of mind with your clients. So some of the leadership updates that we have, it's a lot of we leaned into some Japanese philosophy this week with Kaizen, Ikigai, a lot of other things, Wabi Sabi, and some other principles and practices that you can apply to your own business, your own life, and some leadership principles in there as well. So if you know me, I'm a big fan of philosophy, and certainly the Japanese philosophies on some of the things that they offer and inform are phenomenal. Quick compliance check-in. Make sure your CE credits are up to date. You have to renew 30 days before your renewal date to avoid any fines or fees. And we put a little collateral in here so that you can check your CE if you have questions about where you're at with that. Put in a little collateral on Maryland and National Senior Discount Guides that you can use as something you can share with your database or across your social media channels. I think it's always good to have a simple value add for your database. So we've included that for you. Make it easy. And then a whole link. Tried something a little different this week. We put a Google Drive link in there for the resource library for this week's all the collateral in there. Our senior discount, how to check your CEs, the Misfit School Drive, the Renovation Real Estate Meet and Greet Foundations Real Estate University class that's coming up, the Realtor Reset Reactivate 2026 with Jim Crowder Coaching, GBBR State of Baltimore, and their annual general meeting, the 7 leadership principles for consistent growth, and of course, as always, our Bright MLS market update. Included some industry watch information in here as well, just to stay tied into what's going on within the industry. And we have a link to join the Agent Collective. We had a really good AI mastermind this past week on writing scripts, code, and how to do email audits. So that was great for our agentic AI mastermind. And of course, as always, if you need anything, feel free to reach out, call, text, or email me, set up some time on my Calendly link. If we need to take a deep dive, we're getting closer and closer to that time of year where we're going to be thinking about our business planning end of year and 2027. But plenty of time to finish strong for the fall of 2026. We are moving along with our book club. We finished 4 Disciplines of Execution. We are finishing up or into Atomic Habits right now. Of course, next month, the last book will be the E-Myth Revisited, operations, really about how we're framing and organizing our business. But right now, probably one of the most impactful books that you can read when it comes to productivity is Atomic Habits and Habit Stacking. So highly recommend that. If you haven't joined us for that, please do. And until next time, take care. Have a great weekend.